The term Grana Padano indicates the cheese made from the milk collected from over 7,000 cowsheds located in the 32 provinces in northern Italy where production is permitted by law. The cows on these authorized farms are bred in ideal conditions, and if Grana Padano is so good and healthy, the merit must go to what they eat. Mainly, lots of purple medic, which is absolutely one of the best feeds, hay, chopped fodder, corn and barley flour, wheat bran, and vitamin and mineral supplements. Now, watch how this precious cheese is made. After the cows have been milked by automatic milking machines in clean and carefully controlled surroundings, the milk is sent to the dairy in stainless steel containers and then poured into big copper cauldrons that look like bells turned upside down, just as in the days of old. Each cauldron holds 1,000 liters, or in other words, the quantity produced by 40 cows every day. The milk is allowed to rest here for a few hours in order for a part of the fat to rise to the top and be easily skimmed away. Processing begins after the milk has been partially skimmed. Natural whey is added, or in other words, the liquid that remains inside the cauldrons after the finished wheels have been removed. Another few hours of rest are provided in order for the lactic ferments to proliferate inside the milk, and then the curd obtained is broken by stirring the inside of the cauldron with a tool that looks a lot like the wooden stick they once used called a spino. After heating the rennet to a temperature of 35 degrees centigrade, it is added to the cauldron in order to coagulate the milk. At 55 degrees, the grains produced by the broken curd fall to the bottom of the cauldron and clot into a compact mass. After this compact mass has been enclosed in 2 narrow Teflon molds, it will create 2 wheels of Grana Padano cheese. Therefore, it takes 500 liters of milk, the daily production of 20 cows, to produce just 1 wheel of Grana Padano cheese. The next day, still tightly enclosed in its steel mold, the wheel assumes its definitive form prior to being sent to rest for 48 hours in special rooms with 20-degree temperature and the right humidity to develop the microflora that is so important to the success of the cheese. The next step is salting, which takes anywhere from 18 to 20 days. The wheels are kept in perpetual motion and loaded into large interconnected tanks filled with a brine solution. In addition to giving the cheese the right amount of salt and permitting the formation of the rind, this process also drains the whey and stops the development of harmful bacteria. The next step is ripening, which usually runs from a minimum of 9 months to more than 20, and sometimes requires 32 or even 36 months. The cheese wheel that is finally formed has a rind from 4 to 8 millimeters thick, a height of 18 to 25 centimeters, a diameter of around 42 centimeters, and a minimum weight of 24 kilograms. Every 15 days, the wheels are turned and cleaned by robots, but the expert's mallet, coiled needle, and plugger probe, used 9 months after the birth of the cheese, are still the tools they use to see if there are any imperfections in the cheese and check the taste of every product. By tapping with the mallet, they can tell if everything is all right inside the wheel. The coiled needle is pricked into the wheel to measure color, bouquet, and elasticity, and to check for defects. Thousands of checks are conducted on the packaging machines, in the sales outlets, and on similar products in order to ensure that each and every Grana Padano producer constantly respects the strict rules. The hygiene at the cowshed and the health of the cows are absolutely fundamental for producers who want to maintain their authorization to produce Grana Padano. In addition to the checks on the surroundings made by consortium inspectors, veterinarians make routine and extraordinary checkups on the cows, and any cow that requires treatment is immediately separated from the others. All the producers must guarantee that their milk is suited for transformation into Grana Padano cheese, and for this reason inform the dairy of the total number of cows in the cowshed, the quantity of milk produced, the absence of any prohibited feeds, the respect of all health and hygiene requisites, and the location and temperature of the milk stored. In order to avoid any possible error, the Grana Padano Cheese Protection Consortium and the Certification Agency inspect the cowsheds to make sure that all values declared are true, and then inspect each dairy and take monthly and bi-monthly samples of the milk. They check the systems and the processes to make sure that all the standards are met and that all the ingredients show the values required.